How's it going today? My name is Tyler Webb, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about password manager applications and the application LastPass specifically and what they can do to benefit you. So why use a password manager? Password managers can give you ease of mind, protection, and ensure that all of your accounts across all your social media and other forms of online accounts are protected. According to Sophos, 55% of internet users use the same password for multiple sites. And I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, well, that's not surprising because I do that. And I know I was guilty of that before I started using LastPass. And it makes sense, one password, you know it well, use it for multiple accounts. What are the chances that someone wants to breach you? Everyone says that until they're the one that gets breached. So I would say a password manager definitely ensures that your accounts are going to be protected to the highest level. And also, it makes it easier on you because you're not, one, having to worry about your passwords, but two, it gives you a sense of ease of mind. You know that your accounts are as protected as they can be. So LastPass Password Manager. When reviewing LastPass versus some of the other password manager applications such as OnePass, I found that LastPass was better just in the sense of compatibility. It's available for both iPhone and Android and Mac and Windows. There are things, there's a iPhone application you can download, and as well as a MacBook application through the App Store. There's also a browser extension, so Safari has an extension. That way when I'm logging in on the internet, the password manager can understand what website I'm at and go ahead and utilize its tools from there. Also, LastPass Password Manager uses a high level of encryption, some of the highest levels of encryption that are available today in order to protect their users' data. And as mentioned before, LastPass Password Manager automatically will fill in your passwords and generate passwords for you, which is obviously very useful. For LastPass Password Manager, you only need a master password or a thumbprint, which is extremely beneficial in the sense that ease of use. You don't have to worry about a complicated procedure in order to access your passwords. All you need to know is one password or have your thumbprint, and you have access to all of your accounts. Continuing on to talk about LastPass Password Manager, this is what it looks like when you first download the application onto your computer. You can see that it's super simple to create an account. All you need is an email and then your master password, and then you would create a password reminder just in case you ever, for some reason, forgot that master password. And, like I said before, they have a super friendly interface that work across multiple platforms. I really like the fact that I can access my LastPass Password Manager through my computer and my iPhone. So a little bit more about the LastPass Password Manager itself. I found that it was particularly useful for the client project since I was managing a Twitter, an Instagram, or a LinkedIn, a Facebook for, another person, as well as I also had my own personal accounts, and I found that sometimes I'd be logging into Facebook to make changes to his account, and I would be on mine. And granted, you're only talking a couple of minutes to log out, but over the course of a whole semester of doing work, you do save yourself a lot of time. With myself being an econ major, I definitely value efficiency. And like I said, the LastPass Password Manager is safe. It creates high-level passwords that are really useful for your client, and especially businesses that are more under the microscope as far as cybersecurity. The LastPass Password Manager generates high-level passwords that are almost impossible to guess. Is it safe? So LastPass was hacked in 2015. But their website did indicate that despite being breached, no major user data was released. That's still concerning to some users because if they're going to go ahead and give all their information to this application and it does get breached, what kind of data loss could the user be looking at? And obviously that's a hard question to answer, but as of today, no major user data breaches have happened at LastPass, and for the most part, all user data is intact and has not been touched. They use a high-level encryption, as I've said all throughout this slide, and some people wonder if that's enough. At the end of the day, peace of mind is only going to be the only thing that gives users the satisfaction. So if you have any inkling or any certain, sense of uncertainty, I would say maybe this isn't for you if you're the type of person that, is worried about, for some reason, getting compromised, and you think that you can create your own passwords, then, obviously do that. I would say that it is safe enough, however, for people to use that. Until this point, there has been no indication, as far as the research I've done, that people are unhappy with the safety of their content through LastPass. So is it worth it still? Potential hacks obviously could compromise your account, and leaving the password creation up to LastPass, and they do create some pretty complicated passwords. This could leave users with not knowing the passwords for all their accounts, and this is a worry for some people. And other people worry, is this honestly going to save me time, or is it just marginal, and am I just going to waste space by downloading it? And how useful is this password manager, and am I going to use it or not? Despite the drawbacks, I would say it's definitely worth it, especially in terms of the client project, or if you're someone that has a lot of accounts or is going to be managing social media accounts. I think that this is a crucial application to have, specifically in the mind of you don't have to worry about having their information. Also, LastPass gives you the opportunity to allow your employer to know that you can generate a new password for them whenever they want, without necessarily you knowing it either. All right, so I want to show you guys a little bit about how the LastPass application works itself. So when you log on, or when you go to LastPass.com, you can log on here and download it straight from this website. This page shows a little bit about how it works, and I'm going to show you guys that now here too. So as you can see, if I go to Facebook, which I have set up in my LastPass account already, this indicates that they have LastPass, has an account already created and saved. So I can go ahead and click that and go ahead and log in there. Also, I have Twitter set up, so it's kind of very similar thing. I go ahead and click login, and LastPass recognize that I have an account saved through my application with LastPass. Log in there. Another thing which is really cool, if you don't have it saved already, you can go ahead and log in, and as you can see, they're looking to see, this indicates that LastPass is active, but it doesn't have an account yet. So if I go ahead and log in, it'll ask me if I want to save that as part, should LastPass remember this password, and I can go ahead and save the site, and here's, the ad site. This is what it looks like. I can go ahead and click save, and in real time, it will update it here. So I can go ahead and go back to sites, and it will go ahead and it'll update it in real time. So this is the desktop application. I can go ahead and click add, what I will ever want it to be, CMISH, the URL if that's applicable, or just the username and password, some notes, and then you can create a folder. So I could put, Brinker Brothers Lawn Care, and have all of their social media application or social media sites in there saved. I really like this feature, because the folder feature, because obviously the people that are going to enjoy the LastPass application the most are the people that are managing a lot of accounts, and the folders will allow you to switch between whose accounts they are easier, not just Twitter, Facebook, and then like who's Twitter, so I like that a lot. Another thing that's really cool is they have a secure note, so if you want to take notes, you can do that, which that you don't want other people to see. Here's the form fills I was talking about. You can add a form fill, so personal information, addresses, contact, credit card, bank information, and obviously notes here, which is really cool. They have a security challenge, and you can see how good are your this is my Facebook password currently. I haven't had LastPass make me a password, and they will show you how strong is your password. Is it something that they think you need a new one of? Obviously the red is a bad indication. That's something that I should probably get a new one. Duplicate passwords, as you can see, I use the same password for Facebook. I have 2 Facebook sites on here right now on accident, but this will show you that's not good, obviously. So, and I'm doing this to show you guys that they can help you by creating your own passwords for you. I can click here and click generate password, click edit, generate new password, and it will. You can how long you want it to be, make pronounceable, character types. it doesn't, lots of options here as far as password creation. That's pretty much all I have today for the LastPass application. I definitely would recommend it, and I hope that you guys found it useful. I recommended it already to my roommate who's taking this class next semester and told him that he should download it for his client step. And I hope that anyone that tries the client step in the future that So that's all I have for the LastPass application for today. I definitely would recommend this to anyone that's managing multiple accounts, and I hope our professor recommends it to anyone using the client step next year, because I know I've already recommended it to my roommate who's taking this class, because I told him during the client step it'll make it a lot easier when you're transitioning between accounts making changes. Thanks for watching.